Hello everyone, and welcome today to lesson 9, and today we'll be doing two things instead of three as usual, because we're down to the last common control, and we're going into containers, and we've kind of done panels and other stuff, but we're just going to do it right now. So a panel is just another kind of forum. It's essentially does the same thing as a forum does. It's just separate from the main forum, so you don't have to incorporate it with that. So we'll just make a panel, and we'll add a web browser. And a web browser, essentially what it is. So what we can do is it's just a browser itself. We don't really have anything. So what we can do is add buttons and add text boxes to that. So if we add a text box to it, just for this time, and we can type it, and we can let's make this a little bigger. And then we could have a button to say go. And change that to go. We can then do that. So if we hit the button, right, we could do if text box 1 does not .text does not equal null, then we could use the web browser .1.navigate, which would navigate to that web browser to the text box 1.text. So that we can start it real quick. So it's just blank. If we did www.google.com and we press go, and Google would show up. Look at that. And then now we can do whatever we want and we can search it. Well, there's no documents or YouTube. And then there you go. We can go to YouTube. It has its own scroll bar, excuse me. So we also can do a back button as well. So we can do, if we bring this up and we do another button called back, we can go and do a web browser 1.go back. So with that, we can launch it. We'll start off. Well, hold on. Let's have a default. So what we could do is web browser 1.navigate to www.google.com. And with that, we will set our text box 1.text equal to www.google.com. So then that we have a default web browser when it shows up. So with that, when it shows up, by default we have google.com. So what we can do is, let's say, let's look up C# or C3. Yeah, totally C3. But let's do C#, and we'll go into the C# Microsoft Docs, right? Then we if we don't want to be anymore, we just hit back, and we got it. So if we really wanted to, what we could do now is we can make it much, much nicer. So what we can do is bring this. The panel should not be docked. So select panel 1, and let's bring this up more. Let's bring it down just a wee bit. Let's have this. And have a back and a go. So what we can also do is if we could do a key is pressed. So if we press a key is pressed in there, so if if e dot key char equals make that a char keys dot enter, then with that, instead of pressing go, we can just do the navigate text box as well. So that's another portion we could do. So if we click that and we decide to do www.youtube.com, enter, and there we go. So that would really work as well for better. So then we could do YouTube. We could always go back, and there is so much more you can do with that. But that's the basic of your web tools. And with that, I hope you enjoyed. And if you could like, comment, subscribe, that would be fantastic. And if you want me to go back and make like a fully fledged web browser myself, I don't see why we can't. And with that, peace, guys. I have a great day and enjoy it.